What's up, guys? Hyperbits here, and I'm actually here to talk to you about a really, honestly, incredible little MIDI pack that one of the masterclass alumni actually created. It's this company he founded called Unison, and basically I came across this MIDI pack, and I was really just kind of like, wow, this is actually pretty damn awesome. And to be honest, I kind of wish I had thought of something like this myself because it's super helpful, really practical, and just kind of smart in the way that it's laid out and organized. So let me show you kind of, I guess, what we're working with. But basically, you've got, some Serum presets here, which are definitely dope. They're definitely cool. But the beauty of this pack is everything that's inside of this MIDI folder. And essentially, what you've got here is an infinite source of chords to just basically be playing with. And it's organized, by key, right? You can definitely just kind of search by key for starters. But then inside of each one of these keys, you've got triads, extended chords, right? Borrowed and modal chords, and you've got full on progressions as well. So for example, right, you can basically go into any one of these keys and just start playing with a progression. And so let me just do this real quick and kind of, I guess, generate an idea on the fly here. So if I'm in the key of E major, I'm just gonna start with an E major chord, keep things simple, right? And let's go into some extended chords. I'm all about those sevenths and ninths. So let's grab something here. Sounds good so far. Maybe go back to a E major, but we'll go to the seventh. And let's just finish it off with maybe an A major ninth. So that sounds pretty sweet. And just to get an idea going super fast, maybe I'll just do this. Let's just create a little bit of a progression with this. We can also obviously go in here and play with a few of the notes. Like, I don't know if I necessarily am feeling that note. Yeah, I mean, that works for now. Let me just throw in like some sort of a sustained note. Right, so it doesn't take long to create an actual, I don't know, flushed out initial idea here. I mean, even if I jumped into some random samples, I don't know what folder this is. I don't know, let's just throw something in. It's actually kind of a cool ending. What I like to do with some of these samples is just start chopping them up and then rearranging them and placing them in different spots. Let's try something like this. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. The point here, right, is that the idea behind a song is starting to kind of take root. So obviously, once you've got this in place, right, you can go to town on just swapping out new chords, swapping out entirely new chord progressions, inverting them, chopping them up rhythmically, right? Like kind of whatever it is you want to do on the creative side. Obviously, all of that stuff still applies. So normally this MIDI pack actually sells for $67, but since you're a Hyperbits subscriber or reader or student or whatever, I guess, you can get this pack for $75% off, which means only $17. I've personally spent that kind of money on a whole lot of less useful things. Just the other week, I got some airport sushi for about that much and got food poisoning. So that totally did not work out for me, but lesson learned, no more airport sushi for me, and hopefully some more chord progressions for you guys. So super quick, I guess, before any kind of haters chime in on, this pack and just chord progression and music theory in general. This is not meant to be a full-on replacement for learning music theory. What it really is an amazing tool to just kind of aid in your creation of chord progressions and, general understanding of music theory. I know that I was someone for a very long time that took a lot of just, pointless pride in being somewhat musical and in always trying to write chord progressions from scratch. And I think after a bunch of years, I realized that I was operating under my own musical limitations still. So by using MIDI packs or even using chord progressions from existing songs, it actually helped spark kind of a new wave of inspiration for me and basically got me creating some stuff, just outside of my comfort zone, which, I think that's always good. So obviously, you can hop into something like a hook pad, right? If you've ever used something like that, or there's a bunch of these kind of free online based services that, if you want to kind of create chord progressions or have some sort of a service create chord progressions for you for free, you can totally use them. There's something about this pack though that has existing MIDI already in a format which you can just drag right into your DAW, which I think kind of speeds up the workflow and just makes things a bit more convenient. You don't have to hop into a browser. You don't have to audition a bunch of chords, and you're not limited to just auditioning stuff in piano. So for me, I was really blown away by this. I thought it was pretty awesome in its simplicity too. Like, it's not revolutionizing the MIDI sample pack game, but also no one had ever created anything kind of this effective and I guess extensive when it comes to chord progressions. And, at the end of the day, I'm all about making the musical experience as easy as possible for myself. And so again, when I saw this pack, I was just like, wow, I wish I had this, for the past few years. It really would have been super helpful and kind of, especially super helpful for this kind of idea generation phase. But again, check out the link in this description or article, depending on where you're viewing this. And yeah, you can get this Unison MIDI pack for only $17. So enjoy it. Hope this helps and happy producing.